What we're gonna do is this is this will be a very strong video to test, I guess, what you see. Because, the first thing we really need to identify, let me say me, but there's a lot of us. And what helps me is to have no distractions. And what I mean by that is cutting the world off. And I have a lot of that. And I heard a long time ago in a lecture, and this should be taught, but there's so many distractions to just keep the brain crippled. But it's to learn how to ponder on something and to think about it and to look at it. And one of these is what's underneath us. Because once I got beyond the seeing it and broadcasting what you see is one thing. But then it's like, it's just like any journey. You're going to learn along the way, and then you learn it's everywhere. The history that we've been given it's not real. But, literally what's like the unseen is what I'm talking about. Like, do people in the field of knowing what the fuck happened, do they understand the intent behind the actions of what they did? Do you understand? There's a lot of fucking motivation behind what they've done to get rid of it. And it was fucking everywhere. The structure and the discipline, the anger that they have, the patience, they're deadly. And they do it with this force. See, that's the whole thing is all this that we see that's going on is a product of the unseen, of like some real evil black magic shit that nobody can grasp. Because these fucking people, listen, what you think is in like a human, to like them, we see them on TV. No, they have a cavity like we do, but what's in there, what's in here is programmed from birth, just like you are with Disney and Wonka and superheroes. Only that group knows that they control that group, so they have to learn that and everything else. Because that group is building materialism and intellectualism, which is Ahrimanic. And one way we do that is through this shit, especially in their schools. It's so horrible that the people, they just can't fucking see it. Listen, there's a movie on YouTube called The Hunter with David Defoe, I think that's his name. And he's hunting some weird tiger. But it's a slower movie, but just watch it. Because I don't watch TV. I feel like I look at the producers and directors because I know who they are. And I know that they're giving messages and they're talking to their own lesser than through that shit. And I know it's all linked up with a certain code behind the scenes that's linked up with this. That's what I'm saying. It's not what you think it is. Look, if we go all the way back, if we put the technology down and then go to the TV and then the movie theaters and the IMAXs, and then you go back to inside black and white TV, and then you go back into the radio, and then you go back to the newspapers, and you go back to them teaching them how to read fucking newspapers to to say, this is what's going on. And then do you see what I mean? And the whole time there's been a group behind the scenes. Because the printing press is black magic. That's how far gone everybody is. Instead of saying, like I said earlier, pondering and thinking for years about that, because it literally take you that long. Because I did. And it is. It's black magic. Boy, when it hit, man, there was so, because it doesn't matter what popped out throughout the last 2,000 years. This group went and took them out. You know, but it's what it is. That's an invention of the other side. Everything that you see, okay, look, if you want to go with it then, but see, the whole thing within the schools and the book fairs, all that's written by warlocks and wizards. Okay, listen, I want you to understand something, okay? The same way that you would control, let's say if you got your shit together, you would control 3 businesses, which they created. Business is materialism, it's Ahrimanic. Well, or you've got 7, and we got 7 continents. Well, you got 7 businesses, well, they control those 7 lands the same way you would control those 7 businesses. You do not understand that. Humanity has been under the biggest black magic spell for a long time. This species of humans. But we've been... I mean, listen. It's like if you go to 1984, the movie with Winston, when he says no more registers and no more numbers. And then the hunter... whenever they take out whoever, woman and the girl, I think, because he's up there looking for some shit for some people. The locals hate him and all this shit. And he tells the dude at the end, he goes, damn it, these people will not stop until they get what they want. And then in Nefarious, he says at the end, when he's quoting Shakespeare, the guy says, yeah, that's Shakespeare words. And he goes, well, Shakespeare said them, but it's mine. Talking about the unseen. Because see, all that shit that you were taught is not fucking what you think it is. It's some crazy shit. And which would be Ahrimanic. Are you starting to understand the Ahrimanic nature that has been developed through looking down an entire lifetime, through distractions, connections, through impulses, through currents, through man technology. Because see, the currents within the human anatomy, since it's a battery, are running on chemicals from a society that are connected to TVs and gadgets and all this stuff running. It is literally making the host the individual, since they're so consumed with so much shit. It's real, yeah, but you're actually a fucking, you're just nothing. That's what we're saying is just look at society. Look at what it's done. It's not hard to see it. These people have no idea who they are. They have no idea that they're staggering into the place that gave them what's wrong with them to begin with. But I want you to understand something. Okay? This thing fucking hates us, buddy. And seeing Nefarious, he says to the atheist, it's fucking crazy. James is his name, that's 223. It's them. You need to watch that movie several times. No Christian is going to write that script. And that's what I've told y'all in videos. These wizards and warlocks hide in nerd-looking appearance. Because you do the numbers around all these fucking directors and producers like Stanley Kubrick. Holy shit. And see, those numbers represent power. Because see, what he produced, he directed a toroidal field from the other side of the unseen of fucking evil shit into the masses. He produced the landing. And you have to understand that fucking spell, bam, generationally. And then here he is producing movies. And it's like, what the fuck? Do you understand? And then at the same time, you've got all this fucking TV and technology coming, billboards and all that. And the average person they don't understand that currents and impulses is what hits them. And now they're so crippled that what's in them is in the cell. The cell towers charges them and makes their decisions for them. They introduce something to the TV because that's all they know. They're RMI. They're not real. I'm sorry, but you're not real. If you're against me or trying to prove this is right, you're RMI. It's some real shit. Manic depressant is manic. It's because the fluid is not in there that the anatomy is made of. Because fucking black magic warlock magicians set up the system. Listen. And see, you control us through the nervous system. That's what I'm saying. That's the circuits in the house, and the main switchboard's going to be the brain. That's the house. That controls the power in this house, the switchboard. Well, that does too. So when we can introduce something into there to slow that down, then it slows that down, the thinking. And then we give you commercials. I'm Satan. I give you commercials over and over and over and over and over, and then you just take them, and there's numbers on them. And we literally put them in hexagons and pentagrams and all kinds of shit, and cast spells and black magic on them. And say, this is going to do this to society. And you see what it does? Yeah, every year, this gets at least 20 times worse. And y'all are so dumb that you just keep giving money. And you doing it. We do it. That's how good we are. You see what I mean? This is structure. We own you. We've controlled you forever in your mind. Everywhere. We can set you up just like a fucking flea market. Yeah, and flea market implying what? Fleas. Stock market, State Farm, Farm Bureau, commerce, birth certificates, birth, implying birth, ships, birth, cargo, to land. You have no idea how fucking deep it is. And the hole that you will never get out of unless you cut the fucking world off. And that's what I'm saying. And not only are they this thing it's been doing this for so long that it knows what it's doing. It's not by accident that all towns in the South were the same design. Not too long ago, from nothing. The same town square, same stage, same bank, same store, to where the brands got their beginning. And we're going to make that shit grow because we're going to build careers around that shit because we're not going to give you nothing else. Nothing at all. We're going to force into you what comes through our fucking newspapers, radios, superstars, fake musicians, fake sports, and everything. And we're going to fucking control you like we have for generations. That's right. Now we're turning y'all into fucking animals, basically. Yeah, here, you want to be this? Yeah. And none of y'all are fighting. It's so crazy. Here's some more distractions. I don't care anymore. It's what we're saying. You're Ahriman. We created you. We own Ahriman. Well, Medea, Cersei, Al-Kul, they all work for us. And that's your society. that you go run around saying, don't listen to him, because you are so consumed with our demons. Especially in here. Like I've said, we have crushed your brain. I mean, by 5 now, by 4, the brain is fucked. The child ain't never going to look up or nothing. They are stupid as shit now, thanks to us, Satan. Yeah, you're going to take up for that shit, and you will. Because that's what we're saying. We want you to do that. Because them emotions that you say it's real, you know, they don't teach you in the church, because we've kept that, because we run the churches. The more you don't know and go over, the more you're going to be punished. You're not getting ready. That's our whole thing is the more you don't get ready, the more we get you. Yeah. The more you don't know shit, the more we get you. And they tell you in the Pharisees, he says, well, y'all, we got plenty of y'all now. Y'all are filling it up. And people laugh. Because they'll say, well, no, that's not to be taken. Listen, they summoned that fucking demon for that role through that guy. That's no fucking character. That's a real fucking demon. You don't sit there and write this shit. You have to see it. Now, yeah, it was summoned and it was done this, that, and the other. But when they're talking about the medical industry and the psychiatry industry, the demon tells him 5 whatever dissociative disorders. He said, only a demon's gonna know them all, buddy. Because we invented them. Because you don't know anything. That's what I'm saying. I'm Satan. I never even allowed you to know who you are, and gave you just pictures, and you grew into that shit. And fake money. Here, this land is God's. I don't know why y'all can't see that, but we're going to divide it up and then make you pay us. Even though you pay it off, we're going to still make you pay us. If you don't, then we take it. And, you know, it's insane. It's insane, but we already know why. You know, but you're given build-a-blocks. I have no fucking words, man. I can't, there's no way I can't explain what I can see. These fucking people think they're real in the head. And they're not. They think their whole reality is real. And they sit in front of a TV for hours each night. And just sit there. Listen to me. It's not real. We can't tell you enough. I'm trying to get you out of it. We can't tell you enough. Look, the ones like, I'm just going to use me for example. Listen, I have no financial gain out of any. I'm actually worse than I was when I was drinking. That's fucked up, isn't it? And literally beg people, please learn your shit. Learn who you are. Learn this and that. Sorry, it's Ahriman. And so what they do with me, I don't represent someone with money. So the motives are different on what we're doing and what we're talking about. If you're watching this for the first time, you should be like, what the fuck? It's like you're on the right path. You should be confused because Ahriman's, when you fuck Ahriman up, but truthfully you have to be damaged somehow. And that right there did it. You know, this is programmed. I didn't ask for none of this either. But I mean, it's just, they analyze people around me. Listen, the whole system's been set up to just flush people. That's the easiest way I can say that. They just get rid of them. I mean, they're so fucking stupid that it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, they walked in and caught something, they're dead now. How? Well, I don't know, but the expert said it. Well, okay. And then you'll get a good funeral and all that shit, and then the whole town will be scared shitless. That's what they do. That's why it was created. And they've been sitting behind the scenes the whole time. And the fucking big time warlocks, not these producers of the movies, they control the consciousness and stuff, but to control, like, you know, people with fake money, their own money they created, trying to go at a system, they just go bankrupt them or they fuck them up. Doesn't matter. They know that they're dealing with death. There you go. Because some of us do come from death. And they know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Right in the belly of their shit. I just don't understand how in the fuck I didn't get... Listen, when I was wrestling, I was bigger 20 years ago and going through the WCW power plant in Atlanta. Yeah, and I had the good look. I had what they wanted. But it was being changed over from McMahon buying them out. And so the Sarge was still there and a few of the other circuit ones around Atlanta and stuff. And they were trying to get me ready real quick to go do a show, you know, and to see what I could do. And I ended up getting my ribs broke. But truthfully, that experience, it's the unseen angel took me out of that through my injury, that industry. Because my name's perfect for these motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. I have to go back and look, and I'm like, holy shit. Because that's the whole thing is the surname, which is above and beyond the Christian name. That's what I'm saying. So, and in the scripture it says you can't serve two masters and shit. It don't matter. Whatever comes through the TV, that's the master. And through the government, which is this above and beyond the Christian name, the surname is, the last name. That's your documented empire, generational bloodline empire. Always taxed. That's slavery. That's an easy way to put it. And here we are. And then they just throw dummies on TV. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like I've said, there's what they've done in the brain of the world to billions of people, and to see it is fucking crazy. Because you can see the nature of Ahriman. When you study Ahriman for years, and Lucifer, I'm being for real. Nobody's ever heard of anything. They've heard of Lucifer, but you don't understand black magic and sorcery. They got rid of all of it. It's real. That resources comes from the sun, moon, lights up there, no more. But see, their power comes from our blood and our nervous. They suck our energy. And they control they control what's in you, which is Ahriman, through the TV. Don't listen to Matt. I have watched Disney my whole life. And they're a dummy. It doesn't matter how smart they are. They're a dummy. They're a dummy. They are smart in a system. But the insanity is not insanity, but like my brain, it's proven that we're like growing and seeing more, and it's like when you're given no. But I already cut off years ago what's giving everybody the disorders. It's not at ease. It's not hard. We've made y'all at dis-ease. And then we just combined them and then put structures up and said, you want a fucking career, dummy? You go over there. That's right, and get it, and then you crawl in there. Even though it says healthcare. It's sick here. It's insane. There's vans everywhere saying healthcare, and they're going in there and checking people that ain't been out of the fucking room in 5 years because they can't move. Because the system's allowed them to sit there, and that's what they want now. Just sit there. We'll bring all the snacks to you. All the brands. But I know how big it is. I know you can squash me like nothing. You know, because I know what they do in these structures. See, I wish I could really, really go into depth, but I really don't need to, because it doesn't matter if it's fucking famous or not. It happens everywhere. And that's how they control society. They inflict it on purpose. Yeah, there is a lot of accidents, but you don't understand. As the cities and grew, this force around the goy, which are the dummies, grew with it. And into different factions and sections and orders and whatever else. So there's just as many fucking ones against me as there is goy against me. You don't understand. When you've got both, all of them fucking hating you, you got success in this world. Bingo. Because they watch you to get a reaction out of them. See, that's what I'm saying. They're patient, buddy. They're fucking patient. And listen, my numbers are what the Pope has, Saturnalia, all kinds of shit. So, and I know what's transpired with certain individuals. It's fucked up. I can go into a nursing home and we can go around to each patient, and I can tell you, if they won't tell me their life, I can show you how they got led to where they are. To build that industry. While the next young, dumb generation's in there going, oh no, I have a career in this. Yeah, you grew up playing with that shit, watching this shit, doing that shit, and then now you get a piece of paper saying this, and you've fucking been inside your entire life. That's goddamn good. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers are good at what they do. They empower these fucking dumb. Listen. They empower the young to go at the. It is awesome what they do. I've said it. I can do what they've done. If I had the power, I could do exactly what they've done. But listen, you don't understand. Our blood is like literally, it's a big, big thing to them. You're not just giving it. You listen, that society is a very sick society. Now, when blood is corrupt, it's corrupt. And that society doesn't know that. They have no idea how important their blood is and how you got to build your blood through what you drink, what you eat. And so they have built their whole system through shit. That's what I'm saying. They're not fucking human. They ain't never even looked up. Billions of them. Because these motherfuckers control it. Listen, the ones at the top literally are a fucking computer. Like, look, there's some shit that I don't even want to talk about because I even have to question my own fucking sanity because it's so deep and it is fucking dark. Maybe that'll save you. Because they'll be like, whoa. It's like, listen, I know some shit. I saw some shit. Like, there's some fucked up shit, man. And you know, and I gotta be quiet. But it's, isn't that crazy how the sign in here, and that's what they do is they name something that's in here really bad down here to where when you're like, you need to look up, oh, we're getting better. I am 35 with a PhD and a master's degree. And I literally went through school inside. I lived in a city too. Walls and buildings everywhere. My subconscious and faculties, imagination's been built around walls, billboards, and everything. That's right. That's right. I watched Disney my whole life. Now I've graduated and went to school, studied inside yet some more, and then went and did internship inside some more. Then I worked for 10 years inside. Yeah. 12-hour shifts. Yeah, we go right into the parking garage. Yeah, it's a design. Even in parking garages, all of it is to keep you fucking inside. All right. I love you.